Hillary Clinton expected to continue the Obama administration's push for clean energy, and that got coal CEO Robert Murray. He's got him real worried.
Our coal miners don't want Hillary Clinton's welfare from the taxpayer. They want jobs. And this whole clean energy routine of Hillary Clinton is all about money. It is all about money. It is all about buying influence. It will not affect the environment at all.
Well, obviously, coal's losing business, and the administration has been pushing solar. To Sunworks CEO Jim Nelson, who designs and installs solar panels and says energy independence is crucial. You're in a unique position, though. I mean, you've testified in front of Congress about Solyndra, and you don't necessarily sing from the same hymn sheet as the rest of your industry.
That's right. I don't see solar as a clean energy play and something that we ought to worry about as far as culture or what's in vogue or a cool president or whatever else. It's really about economics. If the economics of solar work, then it's a competitive business and it ought to be paid attention to.
But, Jim, if you strip out all of the subsidies, all of the penalties, I mean, is it economically viable right now? I mean, I feel like as an evolutionary process, it's somewhere we would get in 10 years or 20 years, but right now it seems like it only works when government is mandating it.
Well, let's talk specifically about the investment tax credit, which is a fact of life for the next 5 years. With the investment tax credit today and solar, we're at grid parity in 42 different states where it really makes sense economically. 5 years from now, without the investment tax credit, it'll make more sense then. It'll be less expensive and more economical then than it is today with the investment tax credit, because we have great visibility into the reduction of costs both on the parts side, on the supply side, as well as the investment and installation side.
There are some embedded issues, though. You know, the ability to store this energy, the ability to transfer it and transmit it, and the ability of it to really power an economy. And listen, coal is the fastest growing energy source around the world. Economies that are on fire are using coal to power those economies. Are we in a position 5 years from now where we can trust that solar panels are going to be enough to power a prosperous United States?
Yes, I believe we are. We really have great visibility into the reduction of those costs. And ultimately, widespread adoption of solar is going to be driven by economics. And as we look forward, I think that at that point, solar is going to be competitive with almost any low-cost alternative.
The displaced jobs. You know, I know Ivanpah, I think, is that one of those big solar power plants in California. It took a big $1.5 billion government loan. Google's in there. I think 8 people run the whole thing. You know, what about job displacement? The coal workers who will never get those jobs back. How do we reconcile that when coal is so cheap now and will be cheap in the future?
Well, I think that's an issue that's been going on for 150 years. You know, with new technology and with the Industrial Revolution and now with additional technology, jobs are going to be displaced and new industries are going to come up to absorb those jobs. And we have to consider what's best for the country, because ultimately what's best for the country is going to be best for job seekers as well.
All right, Jim. Some people argue, though, that argument really is about picking winners and picking losers as opposed to the free market. But I'm going to bring you back and talk about it. We're out of time now. Thank you very much.
All right.